Hammer game. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Today, press conference. Manny Diaz, Quincy Roshe, Mike Harley. These are a few of the guys that they ask questions. And of course, the one and only number one, D'Eriq King. So I'm basically gonna wrap up these interviews for you guys, save you from watching 30, 40, maybe even an hour worth of interview. I'll just put it in a nutshell for you. And I'm gonna say this. I'm so sick and tired of Susan Miller, man. Golly, Susan. You ask the same question to everybody. And then you ask them in different ways. I love you, Susan, but come on, man. Give us something different. They're all going to give you the same answer. They're not going to tell you anything about anybody that has COVID or tested positive or anything like that. Susan, stop reaching. Leave it alone. God, ask a different question so us fans can learn something else about the team. Manny Diaz, Reverend Jordan is ready to play. Friday night, he will be available to play against North Carolina State. Now, he also touched on my North Carolina's 3-3-5 defense. Basically, what Miami's going to do is, study this, put a game plan together, and go out there and execute. Manny was also asked, is he holding any positions in recruiting for basically the transfer portal? Is he trying to, hold some spots just in case we need to go out and get somebody out the transfer portal like, we've been very successful in the past couple, years doing? His answer is, we're going to always continue to, recruit around the Miami area, around the Florida area, try to get good talent. And if so be it that we need to fill a spot that we got a void at, then we'll go into the transfer portal. But our main goal is to get the kids out of high school and develop them. And to basically wrap up Manny's interview, basically saying, as far as self-evaluation goes as being the head coach in Miami, he's taking it game by game, which, that's what I've been preaching all season, go into each game, zero, back to square one, get the win and keep it moving. That's what's Manny's, take on, being the coach at Miami right now. Right now, he's not looking to do any self-evaluation, give himself any praise or, or beat himself up. He's just taking it game by game. So we had D'Eriq King at the podium. So basically, he was asked, what can he do to basically make the offense rush-wise a little bit better? He said he could be a little bit more aggressive, and he has the trust in the guys that they will get it going. So all he got to do is come out and be aggressive, get some pass going, and, everything will, open up and opportunities will be there for the running backs. Now, this bye week, self-evaluations. The guys was looking at plays, looking at things that they can, make adjustments to, make improvements. D'Eriq King said his feet and his eyes. Basically, his passes got to be a little bit better on target. Sometimes his head is a little bit off. So he's got to work on the, the eyes. And then the footing, make sure he get a good pass off. But that's what he's been working on for the past 2 weeks, the whole bye week thing. D'Eriq King was also asked about the 3-3-5. So basically, if we could get the run game going, we could, tear apart this 3-3-5, which basically is 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and, 5 DBs. So coverage is going to be tight. So the wide receivers got to be on point. And to, make this game really go well on offense for Miami, we definitely got to get the running going. And last but not least, D'Eriq King was asked what would his advice be for Cameron Harris, because Cameron Harris basically, put out his frustration last week. Well, not last week because we didn't play, but, after the Virginia game, he put out his frustration saying that, he wasn't really happy with the amount of carries he's getting and stuff like that. So D'Eriq King said his words to Cam would basically be, stay positive. We're playing football. work harder, and, you know, a lot of things going to happen for you. It's November. Football is about to turn up. So just be positive. So Quincy Roche was at the podium, and basically they asked, how's the competition for being in the ACC versus when he was playing at Temple? So he said that basically the offensive linemen now are a lot more tougher. And, you know, what he's trying to do is improve on being a run blocker, because right now, you know, predominantly he's a pass rusher. So he wants to work on that part of his game. And so far, you know, he thinks he's been doing good, but he can improve, and he's been trying to improve each and every week. And also, he also touched on, you know, crowd and the COVID situation, you know, saying that the team basically is doing the best they can to social distance and, you know, make sure that everybody tests, you know, good so everybody can be eligible to play. Next up, we had Mike Harley. Mike Harley was asked basically, how's practice been going, especially, you know, seeing the interview that he came out and said that guys were, you know, doing the little things, the mediocre things, the bare minimum to get by. So he addressed that everybody's been working hard when their number's been called and just going hard in practice, taking care of the little things. Now, Mike was asked, basically, since he had 170 yards off of 10 catch, he has a bigger voice in the locker room? And his answer was, he's always had a big voice. He's always been that leader, whether it's the upperclassmen or lowerclassmen or, you know, the guys that are just coming in. He's always had a big voice. Whether he's had, you know, 1,000,000 yards or 0 yards, he's still that leader, and that's what we love about him. Now, Mike Harley was also asked about the bye week woes. You know, Miami, dating back to last season, is 0-4 in the bye week. So, and obviously, you know, 0-3 last season, and then we lost to Clemson after the bye week. So he was asked basically about how you feel about the bye week woes, and he said basically, you know, we've been practicing physically, mentally, getting it all together. So right now we can't worry about that. We got to worry about the game in front of us. You know, go out there to win, and hopefully the status quo will change. Now, Mike also said that basically as soon as they came in from for the first practice, all they did was watch film from the game one all the way up to now. Basically seeing all the little mistakes that they make and can improve on, and just went out to practice and been, you know, working on those things. So Manny have them evaluating themselves and making improvement for the future.
Group we got right here, this is the greatest thing ever, man, right now. So proud to be a part of this team. So proud to be one of you guys. Hey, how about, hey, Canes on 2. 1, 2.